Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We are going to be talking about curiosity marketing today. And what does it mean to create curiosity and how you can use that in your business and how you use that on your Facebook and how you really take this to a different level. Because I know several of you have heard of attraction marketing and things like that. And you're like, oh, well, like what is that? And you want to get into that. You're not real sure. And you maybe you're not creating that curiosity. Maybe you've never even heard about curiosity. So I really want to hear about the curiosity. I want you to, does everybody know? Tell me when you hop on, hello. Make sure you invite everybody, but tell me, do you know what curiosity marketing is? Are you familiar with curiosity marketing? Have you heard it before? Have you ever had somebody that maybe you've done training with that has talked about curiosity marketing? Hello, ladies. And is it something that you know about? Are you familiar with what it means to create curiosity versus the norm? You know, like the normal spammy posts that you put out there. So my first question is, who is familiar with curiosity marketing? I'm really interested to see if you know about it and if you've trained over it or anything like that. I'm also very curious if you would. You do not have to name names or anything like that. I actually do not want you naming any company names, but I would love to know if you have ever been with another direct sales company, another network marketing company, an MLM. Have you ever been with another company where you were selling something and it was very spammy? Maybe you were taught to be very spammy. I was with a company where we were taught, and this is what I taught my team that we needed to, share 3 stories from the corporate fan page. We needed to post so many times a day, and it had to have, like this story, that story, and post all of the different transitions. And I'm gonna get this little camera all fixed for me. Okay. And it was just spam. So if anybody has ever been to Spamville, I'd love for you to let me know that you've been to Spamville. So let me know, are you familiar? Do you know what curiosity marketing is? And who's been to Spamville? Because if you've been to Spamville, I want you to comment Spamville below, or like unhappy resident of Spamville right there. Totally unhappy resident of Spamville. So the thing is, when I was with that other company, I didn't know any better. I was told to post so many times, to do so many things, to have all of these things going on in my timeline. I've even been with a company where they tell you do not post anything on your timeline. Do not say anything when it comes to your timeline. Do it all in your VIP group. Do it in your VIP group. Put it all in your VIP. Guys, you know how I feel about groups, and if you do not know how I feel about groups, I hate groups. Hate groups. So I absolutely cannot stand them. I think that they are a waste of time. So just so you know, do not like them. So this is just one of those things that I really want to touch on is curiosity. So now that we've got some people on here and you're clicking the share and you're adding people, those that are just hopping in, I'll ask one more time, how many of you are familiar with curiosity marketing? And also, I would love to know if you have ever been part of Spamville, where you were taught to basically spam your timeline, or maybe only use a VIP group and spam the hell out of your VIPs, because that ain't the way to do it either. So, I love that, Carrie. We're going to get there. You're enjoying not having a VIP group. Good. Oh, okay. So, let's take a little trip. I took a trip. I started sharing with you what I had come from and the different things that I was posting. And I was really posting a lot of shares and things, stories of other people. And I know some of the companies now, what they do is they copy the story and then put up a picture, even though it came from the same website and same page. It's all the same thing. It's still spammy. How many of you have scrolled through a timeline? You go look at your news feed. You start scrolling through your news feed, and how many of you come across at least five when you open your news feed, ads from somebody trying to sell you something? How many ads do you scroll across a day? Just I mean, okay, so some people may spend 5 minutes on Facebook. Some may spend an hour on Facebook. Some may spend their whole life on Facebook. How many ads do you see every single day in your newsfeed? How many? What are they selling? Oh, look at these earrings I've got. Or, you know, like, oh, this jewelry is $5. This is not $5. You know, oh, look at these little things you can stick on your fingers. Oh, look at this kind of thing that you do on your nails. Oh, did you see this beautiful ring? Oh, did you know that you could get hair like this? Oh, all of my hair, like I haven't had to wash it in like 50 years because I use this you know, dry shampoo, which my hair, I haven't washed in a few days, but ignore that. You know, like, oh, did you see this lipstick? You can get it from me. Oh, did you know that you can join this? Oh, I've lost all this weight on whatever. And Jenny Craig, you know, like everything is an ad, right? Like everything's an ad. It's crazy. Like, buy this unicorn. Did you know that I am a unicorn goddess and everything is unicorns? Ah, unicorns, buy the unicorn. Like, come on, guys. Like everything is an ad after an ad after an ad. So be honest with me. How many of you hit the unfollow or unfriend button after you've seen the same person posting ads over and over and over again? How many of you do that? Anybody? You see the ad and you're like, okay, this is it. This is like, I'm done. Like, I can't with this person anymore. I'm done. I cannot be this person's friend. Or if I'm really friends with them, I'm like, hit the unfollow because I do not want to see their stuff. Well, here's the reality. If you were in Spamville, people did it to you. They did it to you. And getting those unfollows back is a whole other live that I would have to do to teach you how you get those people to come back and follow you again. But what this particular live is about creating curiosity and knowing the difference between curiosity and attraction marketing and Spamville. And I've already laid the groundwork for you to understand the Spamville. If you do not want to be portrayed as someone who is constantly selling, then you do not need to sell, okay? It's as simple as that. So let me grab my notes because I have 5 very simple and easy things for you to remember. And this is Curiosity Marketing 101. And I will come back and I will touch on this next week. I'm not going to touch on it the rest of this week, but next week we'll touch on it. But let's start with 5 very strong tips to help you learn about curiosity marketing. So what curiosity marketing really is it's a way for us to like almost level the playing field with everyone because it's very natural, it's very authentic. You should be very authentic. It creates conversation. It is a way to get your products in other people's eyeballs without shoving it down their throat, okay? This is a way to not be spammy. Curiosity marketing is a way to create the curiosity to make someone ask you questions. It makes people come to you. You're not chasing anybody for a sell. You're not begging anyone for a sell. What you're doing is creating content that provides them with questions that they then turn around and ask you. Isn't that brilliant? It's just brilliant. So number 1, don't tip them off that they're going to be sold. I can't even read my notes. Number 1, don't tip them off that they're going to be sold. Okay? So basically what I'm saying is don't broadcast that you're about to sell to them. If they open your profile and your cover photo and your profile photo, like, okay, I'm not dogging any company. So actually, I just won't even say the company. I know a company that loves to take photos with their makeup. And so they take a photo in their profile pictures, like, and they have their little lipstick, or they show their eye and they have their eye palette there, and then in the back it's all the makeup from the company, and then it says I'm the royal whatever from the company, and everything is all about the company. Okay, that doesn't create curiosity. If I open your profile and I can tell who you work for or what you do, that does not create curiosity first and foremost. Second, I don't care. I don't care. When I'm looking for something, I'll come find what I'm looking for. So don't broadcast that you're selling to them. We want to do this in a subtle way. We want to do this in a passive way. Now, here is where there's a fine line, and I'm just going to chase a little rabbit for 2 seconds here. And I've said it time and time again, we are still a very brand new company. So dropping the name of Red Aspen or saying that you are working with Red Aspen on your profile or anything like that is a-okay right now, okay? It's okay to drop it, but not all the time. Okay, just not all the time. So if you go look at my profile, it shows that I am with Red Aspen. Will it be that way forever and ever eternity? No, because eventually I'm going to take it off because I don't need it on there anymore. People will know what Red Aspen is. People will know where to look, and I don't need to have it on there anymore. But for the time being, it is okay to use Red Aspen in your stuff, but very sparingly. Are you on the same page with me? Okay, number one. So don't tip them off that they're going to be sold. So in other words, if somebody were to come and send you a friend request and they open your profile and everything is an ad, everything is saying, you know, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Like I said, the unicorns, we'll go with unicorns, like unicorn this, and unicorn that, and unicorn. If somebody's obsessed with the unicorns, then maybe they'll want to be on there. But if they feel like everything is an ad, this is $9.99 and this is da-da-da, and you can join us for this and you can do this, and did you see this and did you see that? Nobody wants to do that. And so you've already tipped them off that you sell unicorns, and game over. They know what you do. You didn't create any curiosity whatsoever. I will answer that question in just a second, Sarah. So there's no curiosity whatsoever, and now they know what you do. They know where you work, and they know that they can buy that for $9.99. Like you gave away the cookie. I always say, don't give away the cookie. You gave away the cookie. So when a child comes to your door and has 15 million candy bars in their arms, what's the first thing that you think of? Just off the top of your head. So a little kid knocks on your door and comes up with a box full of chocolate. What do you think is about to happen? Be honest. You're about to be sold. This kid is about to ask for some money because they want you to buy their candy. They're about to sell something to you. So when people come to your profile, don't be the kid carrying the candy. Okay? That's number one. Number two, when you are, when it talks about curiosity marketing and doing things, you want to drip it on them. You want to drip info. You do not want to flood them with information. You want to sparingly give them information. So what do I mean? Especially whenever we're talking about our lashes, let's be very specific and talk about our products. So when it comes to dripping rather than flooding, if I were to grab a lash, okay, so I've got my Serena right here, and I were to put up Serena, and I were to put this on my timeline, and I put up a stock photo. It has the actual box. Let's say this has the box around it, and I put the box up so they know it's Red Aspen, and then it says Serena, and then it says the largest lash we have, and then it has the dimensions, and then it says it's $23, and then it says it's $43 as a bundle, and then it says, like, and I lay all the information out. I have just flooded them with information, and I have just given away the cookie. Okay, they didn't ask me how much. They didn't ask me how big. They didn't ask me if there was one bigger. They didn't have to. They didn't even have to ask me where I got them because it had the box and it said Red Aspen, and they can go look it up anywhere and figure it out on their own. So that is not creating curiosity now, right? It's not. You gave them all of the information. You flooded them. Now, dripping would be having these out. They can be just like this in the white and be like, I cannot wait to try these bad boys on. Okay, that's a curiosity. Taking a picture, a selfie of yourself, and like showing your lashes off or showing them and saying and putting a quote about your lashes and how lashes to the sky, whatever, anything. It's going to create a reason for them to interact with you. Okay, drip info. Don't give away the cookie, okay? Don't flood them. We just want couple drips, okay? Get them wanting more. Number 3, you need to start identifying their problem so that you can offer a solution. And I've talked about this in a lot of my training about offering a solution. I think it's so, so incredibly important. But your customers really need to be served. They do not need to be sold. You need to remember that. You need to be serving, not selling. What is the problem that they have? Do they have hooded eyes and they need to be able to have eyelashes that actually look like a person actually has lashes on? Maybe they're going through chemo and they might need Bella because they don't have any lashes at all. Maybe they have an eyeliner or maybe their eyes water all the time and they're constantly wiping their eyes and the eyeliner spreads everywhere and they really need Asha, okay? Maybe with another product that's coming out, they can't do this particular thing or don't have their own and have to use this. You know, those things, what is their problem? What is it that you need to identify? This is the same thing with recruiting, okay? I will tell you, I've talked about using Jordan as an example many, many times and doing it scared and reaching out to her, but I didn't pounce on her. It wasn't like I was like, you gotta get in here. What I did was I dripped and then I listened. That's all I did. I just opened my ears and listened. So you've got to get really good at listening. I asked a lot of questions, and once I found the soft spot and I knew exactly what the problem was, I could offer a solution. If I did not know what that problem was, I can't offer a solution. If you're yapping the whole time, you're never going to identify it. Look at it this way. Let's say you want a brand new car, and the only reason you want a brand new car is because you are dead set on the fact that you can't stand that your car's black and you want a white car, and it doesn't matter what car it is as long as it's a white car, and you show up at the dealership and the dealer starts telling you every spec of every vehicle and why you need this and why you need that and add this and add that. You don't give a crap. All you want is a white car. And if they asked you when you walked in, why are you here? What are you looking for? Tell me what you need. You would have been sold. I want a white car. Show me a white car. We're done. I'll buy any one of them. But instead, they bombarded you with information. Now you're not happy. So listen, and I've said this so many times in my other trainings, listen more, talk less, okay? So listen for that problem, find the solution. Number 4, have you ever noticed that when someone is excited and someone is animated and someone has this like just energy about them that you want to be around them, that you want to be near them, that you want to actually be in their presence, or that you want what they have? Because whatever it is that they have, you got to have it. You got to have it, right? So what is it? Is it Sleepless in Seattle when she's like, you know, like, and the lady's like, I want what she's having. Whatever she's having, that's what I want. Here's the deal. You have got to create that persona for people to want what you've got. They want to know why you're so happy. They want to know why you are loving what you're doing. But the only way to do that is to be yourself. Because if you try to be like anyone else, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You've got to be authentically you. You have got to create the energy that's within you. You've got to let that passion come out for what you're doing. Maybe you're here because you want to inspire women. Maybe you're here because you absolutely love the lashes. Whatever it is, that energy needs to come out that you are passionate about what you're doing. That's as simple as that. And you got to be yourself. If you're not yourself, people know that you're not yourself and they're not going to buy from you. So when you're creating the curiosity, you've also got to make sure that you are being yourself, genuine. The last thing that I want you to focus on is that you've got to ignore the likes, ignore all of the different people liking your stuff or really giving a crap about your stuff, and focus on where's the engagement. Are there comments on your post? Okay, great. Is it a heart? Is it a GIF? Like, what is your comment? Or are they genuinely asking questions? Are they wanting to know more information? Are they reaching out to you? Focus on that. I heard someone say this and I loved it, absolutely loved it. Actually, I think I read it somewhere. And she was with another company, but she says, like, swear thin, questions for the win. And I loved that. Likes wear thin, questions for the win. And what she was referring to was that you can have all the likes in the world, and it doesn't matter. What's going to get you a customer, what's going to get you a brand ambassador is the questions that create the conversation, that create this relationship, and that take this to another level, right? It takes you further. So when you are creating curiosity, I want you to shift your thoughts from, I don't want to talk about every product and all of this. Let's talk about the experience. Let's talk about the experience. What are you experiencing when you have these bad boys on? What do you feel when you have these bad boys on? And talk about that. Talk about how this makes you feel, what you're doing. Be authentic. But the biggest thing that I want you to take, and this is so simple and so easy from off of what I'm saying, you don't want to overthink it. Just post things. Don't copy and paste people. You are not a robot. That is not at all unique. If you are copying and pasting someone else's, even if you copy and paste and change the wording, if you don't change it enough to make it sound like you, genuinely you, people know it. And people know that you're trying to sell them. If they open your profile and every stinking post is Red Aspen and every stinking thing you put up has the picture of Red Aspen, has the hashtag of Red Aspen, has everything Red Aspen, they know that you're with Red Aspen, and when they want you, they'll come talk to you. Otherwise, scroll on, or they unfollow you, or they unfriend you, and you've lost your person. Now, if they scroll through and all they see are these cute little things where you put your lashes on your dog one day, or your kid put it on the forehead, or you found a lash on a pillow because you forgot to take them off in the middle of the night and you're laughing at yourself, or you found one in the washer and you snap a picture, or you're talking about how the lashes give you life, all of those things create curiosity and it brings more people to you. And then someone asked about hashtags and how I feel about hashtags. It's the same thing. If you're going to drop hashtags, you've got to be careful how often you're doing that. If I was creating a post where I didn't want to drop the name at all, then I will not even put it in the hashtag. But if I'm going to talk about the products or talk about the company and I really want to put it out there, that's okay too. Now, I'm not saying you can't do that. You can't talk about the products, you can't talk about the company, but you just don't want to do it all the time. You want to do it sparingly, okay? Maybe once a week, once or twice a week, where you are actually dropping that you're with Red Aspen. Now, this is going to change too. Like, don't stick to that as a full standard, because sometimes, like right now, all these promotions and things are happening. It's going to happen. You're going to drop the name a lot more. But on a regular basis, you want to be very sparingly about how many times you're dropping the name. So, does anybody have any questions about curiosity marketing? I'll give you about 2 seconds to ask any questions, and then I'm going to wrap this one up. But just remember that people don't want to be sold to, so don't sell to them, okay? Find out what their problem is. Give them a solution. Be in a mindset of creating curiosity. Be in a mindset of wanting them to ask questions. Be in a mindset of what is going to bring them to me. What's going to make them ask me a question? And more so, be yourself. I used to always say, and I haven't said it in a while, be you, do you, love you. Because that's what people are going to follow. They're going to follow the true, unique person that you are. They're going to want to come to you because they know that they can trust you. So make sure that you're creating that great content. Make sure that you're creating curiosity. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just kind of general information. We'll go into so many more details when we talk about this on another day, another live. Have a wonderful night, guys. Bye.